Hello, everyone. It's a privilege to speak with you today about a story that, despite its seemingly simple veneer, holds an enduring power to touch our deepest selves. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry's profound and timeless novella, The Little Prince. This isn't merely a tale for children, it's a mirror reflecting the essence of human experience, urging us to look beyond the obvious. The author, a French aviator, drew heavily on his own adventurous life, particularly his experiences flying airmail through the Sahara Desert, where he faced swirling sandstorms and dangers. It was after fleeing Nazi-occupied France that he drew upon these very desert experiences to write and illustrate The Little Prince, a book described as both mystical and enchanting. His own mysterious disappearance in 1944, while on a wartime spy mission, only adds to the mystique of this deeply symbolic story. The novella begins with our narrator, an aviator, crash-landed in the vast, isolated Sahara, facing a life-or-death situation with dwindling water supplies. From childhood, he was disheartened by what he called grown-ups, their inability to understand anything beyond literal facts or quantifiable figures. His drawings, like a boa constrictor digesting an elephant, were always dismissed as just a hat, leading him to abandon his artistic dreams and communicate with adults on their own superficial level. It is into this cynical landscape that the Little Prince appears, an extraordinary small person with a simple yet profound request. If you please, draw me a sheep. When the aviator struggles to draw a literal sheep, he finally sketches a box, stating, "This is only his box. The sheep you asked for is inside." To his surprise, the Little Prince immediately understands, affirming, "That is exactly the way I wanted it." This interaction beautifully symbolizes the power of imagination and the ability to see beyond the literal, a capacity often lost in adulthood. The Little Prince's subsequent journey across various asteroids introduces him to a gallery of peculiar adults, each a metaphor for common human follies. There's the king, obsessed with absolute power over a minuscule, empty kingdom. The conceited man, who only hears praise and seeks constant admiration. The tippler, trapped in a cycle of drinking to forget his shame of drinking. And the businessman, who tirelessly counts and owns stars for wealth, mistaking possession for meaning, and being concerned only with matters of consequence. Each reinforces the prince's observation. The grown-ups are certainly very strange. However, amidst these figures, the Little Prince finds a glimmer of something different in the lamplighter. Despite his absurd, unchanging duty on a rapidly spinning planet, the lamplighter's work has a purpose beyond himself. When he lights his lamp, it's as if he brought one more star to life, or one flower. The prince reflects that this man would be scorned by all the others. Nevertheless, he is the only one of them all who does not seem to me ridiculous. Perhaps that is because he is thinking of something else besides himself. This highlights the value of selfless dedication and meaningful work, even in seemingly monotonous tasks. But the deepest lessons truly blossom on Earth, through the Little Prince's unique rose and his encounter with the fox. His own rose, beautiful yet demanding, teaches him about love, vulnerability, and the effort required to nurture a relationship. He initially misunderstands her poor little stratagems and feels too young to know how to love her, realizing that true affection lies beneath superficial words and appearances. Then the fox reveals the most pivotal secret, the concept of taming, which means to establish ties, to create unique bonds. He explains that if the Little Prince tames him, they will need each other, and each will become unique in all the world to the other. This process requires patience and proper rites, like coming at the same hour each day, which make one day or hour different from other days. The fox teaches him that one only understands the things that one tames. Crucially, the fox shares the ultimate truth. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. This profound statement implies that true value and beauty are not found in outward appearance or material possession, but in the connections and time we invest. It also emphasizes responsibility. You become responsible forever for what you have tamed. You are responsible for your rose. This explains the little prince's sorrow when he realizes he left his unique flower alone, vulnerable to dangers like baobabs or a sheep eating her. The story culminates with the aviator and the little prince searching for water in the desert. The water they find is not just physical sustenance, but a present, made meaningful by the shared journey and effort. It reinforces that true treasures are often invisible, hidden beneath the surface, like a well in the desert. For the aviator, after the little prince's departure, the stars themselves transform from distant lights into 500 million little bells, reminding him of the prince's laughter and their enduring friendship. Through The Little Prince, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry delivers a timeless message to embrace the innocence and imagination of childhood, to look with our hearts beyond the superficialities of the adult world, and to understand that true richness lies in the unique bonds we forge and the responsibility we embrace for those we love. The novella challenges us to pause, to look at the stars, and to ask ourselves whether the sheep has eaten the rose, a question that reveals how much we truly value the unseen and the essential. Let us strive then to nurture our inner child, to see with the heart, and to cherish the invisible ties that make our lives truly meaningful.